Hey loves, welcome back, or if you're new here, I'm Sharon and I would appreciate if you could subscribe and hit that like button. So today I'm sharing this quick tutorial using the Apres Artinks. I got a lot of love and requests when I posted this set on Instagram to do a tutorial. So it is finally here. This is part one of 3 videos I have in mind to show you on different ways to use the Artinks. So keep watch for those. And if you're interested in this video, keep watching. Bye! Okay, so starting off, these are the tips that I'm using for my red iguana hand. Number 7 is for the pinky, number 4 is for the ring, number 3 is for the middle, and number 5 is for the pointer. Okay, and for the colors, we're going to be using simply paint in blue and white from In Vogue. And I'm going to be using these on the nails, and for the glitter I'm going to be using Candy from Creata Beauty Leaf. And for the star of the show, the Artinks, these are from the first 2 collections, and we're going to use this dark blue, which is number 8, this lighter blue, which is number 9, this bright pink, which is number 5, and this darker purple, which is number 7. So these are the 4 colors we're going to use to do this look. I'm just going to be pouring some of the Apres blending fluid in my little candle holder I got from HomeSense. So I'm just going to pour some in here. And I always suggest, because you can't pour this liquid back in, so always just start with a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. Start with a little bit, and then if you need more, you can always clean it out and add more in. Okay, so starting off, we're going to be using the white on the 2 middle fingers. Okay, and then on this pinky, we're gonna make it the blue. And if I was doing a full hand, I would do this pinky and the thumb blue. Okay, so I still have not cured. If this was a real client, I would have cured the whites and then the blue separately, but just to speed up time. So this is Candy. Okay, and that's what we have so far. So once again, if I was doing the thumb, I would have done it blue, and then maybe on the opposite hand, I like to switch it up. So the opposite hand, I probably would have done the ring finger and the thumb, the Artinks, and then maybe made the middle finger or the pinky glitter, and then vice versa, whichever 2 are left over, I would have made them blue. So let's go ahead and cure this for a full 60 seconds. Okay, so my hand is out of the light, and as you can see, I applied matte coat to those 3 and I made the pointer shiny. So next tip, when using the Artinks, make sure to always have a towel underneath, as thick of a towel as you can. I have made the mistake not once but twice. I went and accidentally knocked the Artink over and it stained my background. So this is just a vinyl piece I've applied to the top of my table, and it literally stained it. So it looked terrible. I had to peel this top off, reapply a new top. So I've made that mistake twice. So make sure when using these, you have a really thick towel. So if you accidentally knock them over, they're not going to stain your table. And then for a brush, I like to use brush heads like this that have the tapered edge. That way you can get a nice kind of shape when mixing them. So this one is a super tiny one. You can use the thicker ones. It really doesn't matter. This is just one I have on hand. And once again, the liquid is in here. So let's get started. One other thing to do is make sure you wipe off the nail. Like after you apply your mat, make sure you wipe it off really good so that it's super dried down, because you don't want any liquid left in there or else it'll run. And then what I like to do is just keep a couple little wipes on the side, so when I dip my brush in, I can just easily clean it off in between colors. So when I go into the actual bottle, I like to brush off one side of the art ink so that it's not like spilling everywhere. I'm actually just going to move these to the front of me. So you can definitely layer them and then go in with your liquid and start to blend them, or you can apply one color at a time and then blend them. And the more liquid you apply, the more sheer and runny it gets. But if you only apply a little bit of liquid, you'll get those harsher lines. So whatever you like better and your client likes better. Some clients like it where it's really soft like this, and some of my ladies like it when I have really harsh lines. And it's really just a layering effect until you get the depth and pigmentation that you want. Okay, so that is where we're gonna end off. All right, so I think I'm gonna leave it there. And make sure you take your time with this. I know it seems like a lot of tedious work, dipping into your color, using your blending fluid, but honestly, the outcome is just so pretty. So take your time as the ring falls down. But yeah, so take your time. It really is such a beautiful outcome that you get. What you're gonna need to do next is let this air dry for 10 minutes. The longer you let it air dry, the better it adheres to the nail and you have no smearing. That is seriously a really annoying thing. If you don't let it dry, it will start to smear, and then you have to go back in, you have to wipe it off and redo the whole thing. So just let it air dry as long as possible. What I usually do is I'll do one hand, and by the time I'm done the next hand, I usually go in and I'll start applying either bling or I'll start applying the top coat on the other nails. And then these ones on your one hand should be dry enough. So that's what I usually do. Okay, so time for top coat. Now, when you're applying top coat, you want to do 2 coats when you're using the Apres Artinks. So my tip is, if you want these colors to look as vibrant as possible, go in, if you're going to do a matte, like how I'm going to do it, apply a shiny coat first, and then go in and apply a matte coat on top of the shiny. Reason being is the shiny coat actually makes the colors very vibrant. So that way, when you go in with your matte coat, they're still really vibrant and not as dulled out. But if you don't care, if you're okay with them looking a little duller, then just go with two coats of the matte, or if you're doing shiny, do 2 coats of the shiny coat. I have heard other people, they'll use a thin layer of clear gel and then apply the top coat. You can definitely do that as well. Usually my ladies don't have issues with chipping when I just apply 2 coats of the top. So whichever way you want to do it, then totally do that. All right, so you can see that right there. It really made the colors pop out. And as you can see, I had no smearing. So they're all staying nice and pigmented, no smearings happening. So now I'm gonna cure this for a full 60 seconds. Okay, so now that they're shiny, we're gonna go in with a matte coat. And I'm actually only going to do one nail first, just so you guys can see the difference between the matte and the shiny. Okay, so we are out of the light, and as you can see, the difference between the shiny and the matte. So because I applied that shiny coat, you're still getting the vibrantness of the colors, where if you just went in with the matte coat, it would have looked a little more duller looking. I absolutely love this design, either matte or shiny, but we're gonna finish this off and make it matte as well. All right, so this is the final look. I absolutely love these colors together, the dark blue and the bright pink. They just look very complementary together, and I do think this is a great set to transition from summer into fall with that dark blue. I just love these colors together. Now, I ended up only using this blue, the pink, and the purple, so I did not use number 9, so we'll set that aside. But yeah, I think overall these 3 colors just look so great on this set. Now, comment below and tell me which you liked better, which if you liked the matte or the shiny versions of these. Personally, I'm usually a shiny girl. I love shiny things, but for this set, I actually like it matte better. So I'd love to hear what you guys think. So comment below and let me know, matte or shiny. All right, that's it for this video. Make sure to stay tuned for the next 2 videos in this series, and I'm going to show you some different ways to use these art inks. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.